Hey guys, Catherine again. Working again on my project doing a charm bracelet. And today I am going to do two charms, but they're going to be very similar. I'm a fan of both Death Note and the Hitchhiker's Guide, so I thought I would do books to represent both the Death Note and the Hitchhiker's Guide. One of them with a black cover for the Death Note, and one of them with a green cover for the Hitchhiker's Guide. The first thing that I'm going to do is take this white with just a little bit of yellow in it and form it into a text block. Let's see if I can get it to... Might be easier to try and roll it out. Actually, let's try that and see what we get. See if we get anything smoother. Might be a little smoother. Let's see if we can't tuck the sides in. And actually, this is turning out even a little bigger than I want it to. So, just take and trim it down a little bit. Don't need it all that large. And it might give me a little bit cleaner sides this way. Maybe not. Maybe it won't. Maybe it's all a pipe dream. But it might. And with the text block, because I'm going to be putting a cover on it, the important part that is actually going to be these sides, these cut off sides. Like, it needs to be the right shape and size, of course. But the parts that you're going to see are going to be the sides. So I'll take and score little lines across the sides here to just sort of give the impression of pages. And have to be perfectly straight because older books tend to get a little wavy around the edges. Here we go, and I only need to score 3 sides because one of them is going to be covered by the cover. Well, there we are then. And that's one text block done. And I might be able to get the second one out of the scraps from the first one. Wouldn't that be something? Might not. Have to see. See what we can get. Yeah, that's a little shy. Okay, and then just the same way again, just roll it to create an even thickness. And then trim the edges to make them straight. Not needing to take off as much this time because it's not as big of a piece. And just ever so slightly. There we go. Something like a block of text. And then score the sides again to give the illusion of pages. Here we are. There we go. Okay, and 2 text blocks done. Then we need to do the covers. And those, I think, we'll see if we can't get them to roll out flat enough. That's just turning out not as long as I'm going to need, I can tell. Let's see if we can't get it even all the way around. Okay. Then trim that and lift it if we can. All right. Well, let's have a hope that'll be large enough. Let's see. Aha! It is. Ooh, only just. Okay. Well, pinch it on, pat the spine, and take our handy dandy X-Acto knife and trim the excess. Let's see actually if we can't just lay it down and get a straighter cut. Okay. And there. And there. All right. Now, check it out. So far, not so bad. It's got pages and everything. All right. And then, what I think we need is an indent down the side, right along the spine. Give it that real book look. And the other side. Go and then right on the spine at the top and the bottom. Okay, there we have it. Now, because it's going to be a charm, we're going to want to put an eye hook on it. And this, I think, will end up being a little too long unless I put it at an angle. And even then, might be a little too long. So I think what I'm going to want to do is clip that. Just shorten it up a little bit. I suppose I should use actual wire cutters. Usually I can get nail clippers to do it, but I think these are a little tougher. These eye pins are a little tougher than ones I've used before. No problem. We will just use actual wire clippers. There we go. Set that metal bit aside because you never know when you're going to need just a tiny bit of metal. And then press it in right between where the pages and the spine meet. And there we are. One Hitchhiker's Guide. And then, well, let's just use this whole thing of black because we can trim it down and then have some trimmed down bits. Don't see why not. Started picking up. We want to get the cover as thin as the previous one was. Okay, there we go. See if you can't lift that up without totally tearing it apart. And then set our text block spine to the cover and then fold it up and mash it to the spine and the sides. Then cut it off. There we go. One side. Two sides. Well, I suppose I shouldn't count the sides before they're cut, really. There we go. Now two sides. And ended up with a little tag there. And then the same for this. Small lines right down the edges of the spine. This on either cover. And top and bottom of the spine. And other than the eye pin, there we have it. Now once I bake these, I will probably paint Death Note and Don't Panic on the covers of these books, if I have a steady enough hand. But I might not have a steady enough hand to do that. These are awfully small, and those are not small words to try and put on here. But I will probably try. Alright. Come on, you. There we go. Eye pin. And actually, The pages on this book could use a little more definition. Go, you can keep sculpting with it right up until the point where you cook it, and then it's too late. Alright, and there we have it. A little Death Note and a little Hitchhiker's Guide. What do you think? Let me know. Not too shabby if I say so myself.